Hey, what's up guys, it is Saintsfan, and today we're going to be taking a look at some hidden details and features that you may have missed or not have noticed in the 3 new screenshots that Rockstar released in the newswire that they mentioned the release date for the Finance and Felony DLC. That's a mouthful, but we're going to hop into the video, and just in case you were wondering, you didn't check out my video earlier, the release date is June 7th, so about a week and a half away. Now, we'll just go through all the pictures. The first one I'll start with is the car picture, the Pegassi Reaper. In the video I did earlier, I asked you guys what you thought this was based off of. A lot of people said it is the Lykan Hypersport mixed with the Lamborghini Huracan, I think that's how you say it, or the Lamborghini Centenario. Again, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'll actually throw up a picture as to what the Lykan Hypersport looks like if you did not know. I think this one has the most similarities with it. And because of that, I'm going to go ahead and bet this might be one of the best supercars that they add. Like, this may beat out the T20, finally. Apart from that, though, there's nothing else really to that picture. So we'll move on to the second picture. This one is of the plane crash. And this one is really interesting because we don't really know what this is. If this is in free mode or if this is in a mission. One thing I noticed, and you can't really 100% tell, but it looks like the clothing that the guy in the blue is wearing is one of the VIP outfits. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if that's correct, but if anybody wants to do some digging and go through all the VIP outfits and let me know, that'd be awesome. Regardless of that, though, you can see in the background, one, there's the crashed plane, but there's police surrounding it. And maybe this story goes that on that crashed plane, maybe there's some like high-end jewelry that it was transporting, or the people on it were just rich, so they had a bunch of high-end jewelry. So you have to go here and take out the police, obviously, because Rockstar wouldn't just make a plane crashing and not have anybody around it. And you'd have to battle the police and other people trying to come get this jewelry. Once you got the jewelry, then you can bring it back to your headquarters or your warehouse and store it safely. In my opinion, I definitely think this is in free mode, just because, one, it would make sense with what they're saying, how you have to fight the police plus other criminal organizations or whatever their words were in the newswire. I think these might be the new events that you only see as a CEO or as like a VIP organization. Like, if you guys remember way back in the day, there was the supply drops that would always drop, and many people would go there, especially on like the event weekends when they would drop special shirts. People would go there and they would battle it out and see who could get it. And I think that's what this is going to be. This is going to be like a bumped up version of that. Except instead of shirts now, we're actually going to be getting jewelry or drugs or something along those lines, which could actually get us a decent amount of money. Also, the last thing I'll point out from this picture, and you can't really 100% definitively say if this is the case, but from what it looks like, the police don't attack you on sight. So you might be able to get some like stealth mission going where you snipe everyone from a distance and then you go in and take everything. It's not like a gang attack where you just step in it and then all of them start killing you or shooting at you. And then last but not least, we have the third picture. This one is the most interesting. One, you can tell this is a brand new interior. I'm assuming this is one of the more high-end headquarters that you can be. And the guy in the white suit in the chair by the computer, I'm assuming he is the CEO. One of the big theories going on right now is that being a CEO is different from being a VIP. You can be both, potentially, but maybe the CEO, it costs more, or you have to have more money to become one. The real interesting part, though, is what he's looking at on the screen. If we zoom in, you can see there's a bunch of red dots. Now, one thing that's interesting is, remember how from the first picture they released, we did a video where I showed some possible locations as to where they were. Well, one of these red dots kind of fits those locations we were looking at. I mean, you really can't pinpoint which building because that picture is just not the best quality. But I would go ahead and assume that these 20 different red dots mean those are the 20 different warehouses that you have access to for your organization. And one of my followers on Twitter has already done some digging on some of these points. You can see their location brings you to some warehouses. Now, the cool part about all this is in the newswire, Rockstar did say acquire a high-rise office and special warehouse properties. So it looks like you're going to purchase a high-rise office, and that's where you conduct everything. And then you also purchase a warehouse where you store all of your loot. Over the weekend, I may do a live stream where we go through all of these points and check them out. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because that'll be really fun. Going back to the full picture though, one last thing that I will point out, it is kind of funny how in both of these pictures, and even I think the first picture they released, there hasn't been any new clothing that has been noticed. Most of the clothing that the guys or the characters are wearing is stuff that's already in the game. Now, I'm going to assume there is going to be new clothing just because usually with every update there's new clothing. It's just funny how they haven't showed that off yet. We will know more though next week. I'm assuming Tuesday when they drop the trailer. And again, I will let you guys know. I'll do a full breakdown of that. So subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss that. But those were some things that you may not have seen in the screenshots or you may have missed. Let me know what you think of all this in the comment section. I'm really excited though. This looks amazing. And this actually might be the DLC that brings a lot of people back because it brings some really great new gameplay opportunities to GTA Online. Anyway, drop a like if you did enjoy. That'd be much appreciated. See you guys in the next video. And as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.